Welcome back, guys. Anime with a Caribbean twist. Yes, please. Jamaica no Jamaica is breaking new ground as Jamaica's first original anime and manga series, blending the rich rhythms of Jamaican culture with the visual storytelling of Japanese anime. We are joined by Ethan Campbell-Reid, Cultural Editing Director for the anime, and Talia Cespedes, Cultural Edition Director for Female Characters and voice of Jade on Jamaica no Jamaica. So hi, welcome, guys. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm fine. How are you?
Great. Okay, namesake. Nice to meet you. All right, guys. So tell us a little bit about the storyline.
Where do we start? So, as with anime, there are exaggerated elements. What I can say from chapter 1, this begins in around, 1962. Yes, we had a farmer in the Blue Mountains who discovered a fictional element or a resource that helps with energy production, and we call it the Blue Mountain crystals.
Okay.
So we're really focused on a lot of pivotal, landmarks here in Jamaica.
Okay, and I mean, that's probably just you. I don't want you to walk us through all of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get through all of it, but I just want to say that from there, moving forward, we talk about neocolonialism. We talk about one of the antagonists being from the United Kingdom. We talk about the duppies of Jamaica, the spirits. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
It's very cultural and historical intertwined.
Okay, and what world would you say we're stepping into with this book?
Boy, I would say it's going to be very accurate and respected of Jamaican culture. So Jamaicans, if you're not an anime appreciator, if you're simply an appreciator of Jamaican and Caribbean culture, this is something that will definitely grab your attention.
Okay. All right. Tell me now, what inspired the mixing of the cultures? Yes, it's culturally, when we talk about Jamaica, but also Japanese culture is also incorporated as well. So what inspired it?
It started as a joke. So the joke referred
I can't tell a joke on TV, but...
The joke referred to mixing the cultures. Tolga, who is essentially one of the creators, the writer, he made a joke. And that joke was a combination of Jamaican and Japanese culture. And it essentially became somewhat international and CARICOM involved because Tolga is from St. Vincent.
Okay.
And we also worked with people from Indonesia. So cultural-wise, we ended up having a lot of mixed cultures, histories, and stuff like that.
Okay. And, why does manga come with the anime?
So just like how many movies begin as a book, the reality is most popular anime, in fact all popular anime from Naruto to Bleach to One Piece to Dragon Ball.
So even Marvel movies.
Even Marvel movies, the comic books first before they use those as the source material to tell a story.
Okay.
So the first phase is volume 1 of the manga release. And as the manga is supported, as we continue to sell out, it gets us closer to be able to say, hey, we can pitch this to an animation studio, Netflix.
I mean, shameless plug. Come on, come on, just throwing it out there.
So when we get to that point, animation studios need to see that there is a hungry fan base that is supporting this piece of fiction.
Okay.
And once we're able to show them that, yes, the people here definitely will support this, we take it to that level. When I was here in June promoting the launch on June 28th that we did in Carib, a common question that many people asked me was, is there a market for this in Jamaica? I really waited until that night at Carib to answer that question. Like, does this answer your question? We showed people that we filled out the seats. That the reality is we have many Jamaicans who are into anime culture.
Yeah. And would you say that the characters speak patois?
Of course.
Of course.
So,
Yes, they do.
as cultural directors, I thought, so let me go back a little bit. Tolga being from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, despite us being CARICOM siblings, there are cultural references, there are cultural differences that need to be respected. So even though we may understand each other, the language is different. So I ensured from the early stage of this project, Tolga, I need to teach you about acrylate, mesolate, basilate. This is how Jamaican Standard English sounds. This is the mesolate, the in-between, the little speaky-spokey. The basilect, the rougher part of the untrained patois that people grow up listening to. So each character, depending on their background, will be represented differently with a different tone of voice and different style of patois.
Okay, okay. And were there any challenges in staying true to both the Jamaican culture and, of course, the Japanese culture, and, you know, finding that balance between both?
There's one challenge I know of.
Okay.
So initially, the name of the book was
Jamaican Adopi.
Okay.
So the naming scheme, how a lot of anime and manga are named, the no in Japan could be translated to off.
Okay.
So when we say Jamaica, so the initial name was Jamaica no Dopi, which would have translated to English as the Doppies of Jamaica. But before Tolga went to Japan, he was wrestling with the idea of maybe we should change the name. I was a bit against it at first. There's a bit of pushback, but when he explained it to me and I thought about it, I said, this makes perfect sense. Because what Jamaica no Jamaica translate to is the underworld of Jamaica.
Okay.
And in doing so, we now have a bilingual pun, because Jamaica kind of rhymes
kind
with
of Jamaica.
Kinda sounds like
Yeah,
Jamaica,
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. I thought it was just Jamaica in Japanese, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't speak Japanese, so, you know, I'm just, yeah.
We didn't have a lot of challenges because we got the freedom to be able to make changes.
Okay.
So when Ethan and I were like, guys, no, they didn't say, but they said no. So I think the only thing would have been regarding the animation itself, the book, when it came on to the design and stuff, how they would look, how they would say certain things, because the translation is a lot different. So when you translate it, it would come out weird. So I'd be like, yeah, in Patwa we wouldn't say that. So we have to change those things. But it wasn't a big challenge or anything like that, because while there were differences, with quick correction, we got it done.
Okay.
And in terms of, you know, Talia being the director for female characters, there was another issue that I remembered. Tolga spoke about this a lot. It's sometimes there's an issue, like in Japan, they may have a bit of difficulty trying to represent black female characters.
Okay.
So Talia was like, superior posterior.
Yeah, okay.
For my part, I had to ensure not just language, I was very pivotal in dress, how the school children are supposed to look, because, you know, again, CARICOM may have our similarities,
but still different.
Yeah, we're very cocky over here. Yeah.
Tell me, what's the response been like? You mentioned, you know, filling out all the seats in Carib. What people saying? What's people saying about the anime?
Well, we have more than a 4.7 star review on Amazon.
Okay, that's
we've
great.
sold, and since the 28th of June, we've sold over 500 copies on Amazon without any paid ads.
Okay, so it seems that persons are loving it up.
Yeah, man.
And, you know, I'm sure you guys have more things in store for us, yes?
Absolutely.
Of course we do.
Yeah? Okay. You want to tell us a little bit about that quickly before we go?
Do the honors.
Oh, yeah. I was going to show them like a teaser for Volume 2, but I'm going to put this down. Yes.
Okay, so Volume 2 is coming.
So Volume 2,
Of course
it will definitely come. You may recognize what spirit that may be.
Okay, all right. All right. I see a bull.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I see some chains.
Yes.
Let me see if my camera crew, huh? Yeah, let me see rolling calf.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah,
from
man.
Doppy to rolling calf.
Yeah, man. So every spirit represented in Jamaican folklore, free game to be represented in this story.
As well.
You're right.
All right.
But the other thing I'd like to announce is that we have a partnership with Kingston Bookstore.
Okay.
So very soon this month, it will be available
As well.
to be sold here in Jamaica.
Okay. I want to know, in terms of your hope for the future of anime in Jamaica, what is that before we go quickly? What do you hope to accomplish?
We're going to definitely leave a lasting impression on the culture, for sure. This is something that many people have dreamed of. Even, as I said, many of us are fans of anime, and many of us may imagine what Jamaicans may be like in this kind of world.
Okay.
And to the point where we have viral videos all over YouTube about Jamaicans who do voiceovers on other anime titles just to give our spin and our identity to culture. So we're doing this to say this is our story.
Our story. We're going to leave it right there. Thank you so much, Ethan and Talia, for joining us and sharing all about Jamaica, no? Jamaica. All right, guys, that was Ethan Campbell-Reid, Cultural Editing Director, Jamaica No Jamaica, and Talia Cespedes, Cultural Editing Director for Female Characters, Jamaica No Jamaica. More on We Can Smile after the break.
DJ, Bravo.